Hello? Hello! Good morning, everyone. How are you today? I'm doing tired. My body has just been deciding to wake me up like half an hour before my alarm every day, which means I get half an hour less sleep than I mean to every single day. I don't know why, but I'm not happy about it. Not like that tired. It's just my energy tank is just not quite on full today. But alas, such is life. The day must go on. Today I'm taking you through a full day of eating while in a deficit in order to lose fat. Today's actually kind of like a meal prep-ish day, so you'll see what I'm prepping for the week and I'll take you through everything and like kind of how my eating style has changed throughout this cut. Like it's how I was eating the first few weeks of the cut are very different from how I'm eating now because the first few weeks were a struggle. So it's like something's gotta change. So we changed things. So I'll tell you about that later. But for now, I want to do a little bit of a workout. But since I am a little bit fatigued, the motivation is just not quite there right now. I'm gonna have a little pre-workout of sorts for Sigmatic focus shot. So this does contain a smidge of caffeine. It's 50 milligrams from guayusa. So as someone who doesn't consume caffeine regularly, that's enough to just give me like a little kick. And it also has lion's mane, which is an adaptogen that is really good at boosting brain power and mental focus. It really helps me like focus on my workout and just stay in the zone and kind of smash through it. And then it also has rhodiola, which also helps with mental focus, but also increases exercise performance and endurance. So you can actually like boost your performance and get more out of your workout. So since I'm a little bit fatigued and probably not be getting as much out of my workout, this is gonna help me like get back to normal Marissa level. So I'm gonna chug this and then go for like a 15-20 minute walk, give this some time to, you know, digest and get into my system, get a little warm up, and then I'm gonna do a workout. It has pineapple and lime juice in it, so it's a little bit tart, but very good. Poor Ernie is in the cone of shame for a few days. Oh, hi Ernie, I know. He scratched his cornea. No. Ernie, you're the cutest. No, don't eat it. Just keep stepping, just keep stepping, just keep stepping, stepping, stepping. What do? We step, step.
I'm on my own, broken alone. I feel the rain crashing down all around this empty town. I'm searching for the lost and found, but you don't care, you're unaware. Keep moving like the scars aren't even there. It's in the air like a blazing flare. Don't stare 'cause the flames will burn us. I thought you were the one for me, that's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. I used to kiss your head when you cried for me. Hold your hand while the pain was over. Keep you warm by the roaring sea. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me.
That ab pump though, this is unreal. This, kids, is why training your abs for hypertrophy is key to seeing them at a higher body fat percentage. Like, I'm not lean right now, but I have an ab pump, so that's fun.
Like shadows in the atmosphere, charting the stratosphere. Yeah. I prayed for you and kept you near in hopes you'd chase away my fears. I'm on my own, you made it so. And
I have not done an upper body only workout in forever. I feel like super jacked and pumped right now. It's a very strange feeling, but I love it. It was a fantastic workout, slowly but surely getting better at handstands, but now it's time for a refreshing beverage. Kombucha, obviously. gotten a really good amount of sun time lately, so honestly I probably shouldn't sit out here for too long, but it feels so nice. As always, starting out my day with a little beverage. Today's is kombucha just because it's nice and warm outside, so I wanted something nice and cold. Actually really need to restock on kombucha because I think this was my last one. I just ran to the grocery store to get some groceries because I was out of like literally everything that I needed to be able to cook what I need to cook today. So we're all stocked up now, which means it's time to make breakfast. I am very hungry. For breakfast, I'm going with an old AIP classic that I absolutely loved when I was doing AIP. I'm making the breakfast sausage chicken poppers from Unbound Wellness's website. I haven't made these specifically, but I've made a lot of her other chicken poppers before and I really liked them, so we're doing these. The chicken poppers are cooked and they smell so good. I think it's the coconut that's in there. They smell delicious. Probably also the bacon, but let's have a taste test. Oh my God. I'm so glad I picked this recipe. This makes me so happy. Marissa approves. Unfortunately, that took a lot longer than I was anticipating, and now I am very much behind on literally everything else that I had to do today. But that's okay, it'll be worth it, it'll save me time in the long run, because I think I made 5 servings of it, so I now have breakfast for the next 5 days. But anyway, I wanted to briefly give you guys a skin update, because you guys have been asking for one a lot lately, probably because I suddenly got a lot more tan, so I look a lot more glowy, and you guys are like, oh my God, your skin looks amazing. It's like, I kind of just got more tan, which makes it look a little bit better. But my skin is also doing a lot better. So I figured I would just give you like a quick little update for those of you who are super new around here. I have been going through topical steroid withdrawal since about early June of last year. Pretty gnarly. I'll link some videos down in the description if you want to find out more about what I was going through. But basically, it was pure hell. But I am so excited to say that as of right now, I feel like I am about 95 to 98% healed. Theoretically, knock on wood, who knows, I could have a huge flare and then be set back multiple months, but like actually knock on all of the wood. I did like a full skin update about 2 months ago. I'm not gonna go super in depth, but just to give you like a quick overview, basically, yeah, I'm doing a ton better. I feel like I am on the brink of being fully healed. Last time I showed you my skin, my biggest like space that still had to heal was my elbows. As you can see, they're looking so much more like skin. I still got a little bit of like the wrinkling going on because it's still just a little bit dry, but they look like normal elbows. And then my hands were also a really bad point, and my hands have gotten so much better as well. I am still getting like a few small flares where like my neck gets a little bit splotchy and a little bit itchy, and my face has gotten a little bit splotchy a few times in the last month. And I still have a little bit of the itchiness, but it's not taking over my life anymore. It's like a second thought at this point. Basically, I'm doing a ton better. Thank you guys for all asking. I'm gonna do a full skin update at the 1 year mark and kind of talk through everything that I did to help myself heal and what I went through and like a full breakdown. But you guys have been asking for an update, so I figured, here you go. All right, it's getting late. I'm about to go for my evening walk, but I'm a smidge hungry and I definitely have space for a little snacky snack today. So I think it's time for a snacky snack. Okay, here's the deal. You guys know me. I am not the kind of girl that's like, I want to lose weight. I'm going to eat hummus and celery. In my books, this is a little bit of a sad snack, but I'm eating it because I don't want it to go bad. Because I got celery to cook in the chili that I made last week, and I got hummus to put on my amazing breakfast sandwich that I made last week. So now I have leftover celery and leftover spicy hummus. And this is all I can think to do with them. So we're having celery and hummus with some meat bars. Oh, these are actually really good. Oh my God, recommend. 10 out of 10. But as I eat this somewhat sad snack, I want to chat with you guys about how I have changed my nutrition strategy as I've gone through this cut. Because the first chunk of a deficit I was in, I ate very differently from how I am eating now. Since it's been a while since I have actively put myself in a deficit to try to lose fat, I was not sure what strategy would work best. And the one that I started with was not the best one. During my first deficit phase, I was aiming to have 3 meals a day that were roughly the same size. This meant that each of my meals was about 500 to 600 calories. But here's the thing about me. 500 calories does not make me feel full or satiated, basically no matter what food it is. So I would eat my breakfast, but I was like 200 calories shy of satiated. And then I would eat my lunch and I was still like 200 calories shy of satiated. Then I would have my dinner and I still wasn't satiated. And it was just driving me crazy because I just constantly wanted to snack and constantly wanted to eat because I was never letting myself get to the point where I was satiated. And when I started, I didn't realize that this was the problem. I thought it was just, oh, I'm in a deficit, like I'm never gonna feel fully satiated because I'm not eating my maintenance calories, and that makes sense. But as soon as I switched in this deficit phase to eating 2 big meals and a smaller snack during the day, basically all of that went away. As soon as I put a lot more calories towards my breakfast, so that after my first meal, I feel satiated, I feel strong, I have energy, I don't have cravings for the rest of the day. And yes, I end the day a little bit hungry because I'm in a deficit where it's like, yeah, I could totally eat like another big snack. I'm not thinking about food throughout the day. I'm not feeling deprived. I feel full and satiated. And it's just completely shifted how I feel in this deficit. So now I'm aiming to have breakfast and dinner and have both of those be anywhere between like 700 and 900 calories. And then that leaves me room to have little snacks, not usually as sad as this, but little snacks, and then a little bit of dessert. And I feel so much better doing that, even though my calories haven't changed, my macros haven't changed. It's just how I'm dividing the food throughout the day. And this is why it's so important to experiment and figure out what works for you, because for some people, eating smaller more frequently throughout the day helps keep them satiated. Because not gonna lie, those first 2 weeks in the deficit for me before I went back to maintenance and then back to this new deficit, they were brutal. Like, it was very, very difficult for me. And I was like, what is going on? Like, I know I haven't done this in a while, but it wasn't this bad last time. What am I doing wrong? And as soon as I made the change, I immediately felt so much better, and it has been so much easier for me to be in a deficit these weeks. This brings me to a point that I want to point out, which is I know that a lot of people, when they're in a calorie deficit intentionally, they like to save up calories throughout the day and basically just have a giant dinner. Like, not eat much throughout the day and then binge at the end of the night so that they feel full and satiated finally because they can eat all those calories. But part of the reason they feel the need to do that, for a lot of people, maybe some people, this is the best way, but for a lot of people, the only reason you feel the need to binge at night is because you're restricting earlier in the day. If you start with as big of a breakfast as you need to make you feel full and satiated, you immediately put yourself in that mindset that there is no scarcity of food, that you do have as much as you need, that you can feel full and satiated. And so you can start off the day that way, and then that just translates for the rest of the day into feeling so much better. So if you're someone who's been stuck feeling super restricted and saving all of your calories until the end of the day, try this out. Try having a huge breakfast at the beginning of the day, as big as you need to feel full and satiated, and then see how that changes your mindset. My second favorite salad ever, second only to the Harvest Bowl from Sweet Green, my infamous burger salad. just as good as I remember. This has all the fixins of a burger, but takes up a lot more volume and packs in a lot more micronutrients. So I'm gonna eat this, watch Netflix, finally wind down for the day. It looks like I'm gonna have a few calories left, so I'm probably gonna make a little snack, little tiny dessert after this. So I'll catch up with you when it's dessert time. For dessert, we have vanilla, cashew, and chocolate coconut yogurt swirl topped with some fruit and just a sprinkle of coconut flakes. Again, trying to use up leftovers. I had the last bit of the chocolate coconut yogurt, and then I have some fruit left over from last week, so I wanted to use that up. So this was the perfect way to do it.
The next day.
So, yesterday, I ended up eating a grand total of 90 grams of protein, 114 grams of carbs, and 108 grams of fat for a grand total of, I'm just checking it in my macro averager tool rather than my fitness pal, because my fitness pal is never correct, grand total of 1788 calories, which is surprisingly very, very close to my goal average. As I've been tracking macros throughout this process, I have not been very worried at all about being super precise with it. Like, as long as I'm generally within the calorie range that I wanna hit and I'm eating enough protein, beyond that, I haven't been putting much emphasis on being precise because it genuinely doesn't make that much of a difference. Like, it would definitely make a difference if I was someone who tended to massively overeat carbs if I wasn't paying attention or something, but when I naturally eat what makes me happy and full and satiated, I tend to eat a pretty darn good distribution of macros, and whether or not I end up like 30 grams over on my carbs and like 10 grams under my fat, like it's not gonna make that much of a long-term impact or even short-term impact as long as I'm roughly around the calories that I wanna hit. And not gonna lie, I've been eyeballing a lot of measurements and not tracking exactly. To be fair, I've been tracking and measuring and weighing long enough to be able to do that fairly precisely, but even though like my main goal right now is to lose fat, I'm not really letting that make me more obsessive, precise than I feel like I need to be. I don't want this process to be any more uncomfortable or annoying or difficult than it needs to be. And so for me, like, not striving to be absolutely precise makes it a lot easier. But that is just what's working for me. Maybe for you, trying to be precise is motivating and you're excited to like learn what's in your food by weighing and tracking and measuring, and that is totally okay. Leave a comment down below with what strategy works best for you. Are you a precise macro tracker, or are you just kind of like an eyeball throwing in the ingredients kind of tracker? Are you someone who prefers to have like a couple huge meals, or do you prefer to space out your calories throughout the day? Let me know. I am curious. And if you have any questions about my approach to fat loss, also let me know in the comments below. In the meantime, if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up because it really does support me and my channel, and I really genuinely appreciate it. Please share this video with your friends, your family, your neighbors. Stick it on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, stories, however you feel like sharing it. If you want to see more videos from me all about fat loss, following my little fat loss journey, you can check them out over here. To see future videos from me all about fat loss, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the little notification bell so you get notified when I post a video, and I will see you very soon. Bye.